Hey guys, it's Darren coming at you from Horizon Youth, and in the next 3 to 4 minutes, we'll be starting our service, our online live service. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, don't forget to get that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell button. Hope to see you guys because I'm really excited to see what God has in store for me and for you. So hope to see you there. Peace.
Hello Horizon family, how's it going? It's me, Kayla, back at it again. Just kidding, my first time. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for coming to Online Youth. I know it's kind of a new thing. We're still getting used to it, but it's really good that you're here, and I want to thank you. I want to encourage you guys to hop down in the chat or to the side or wherever it is to do some emojis, fire emoji, some hand up emojis, just to cheer whoever's preaching, Daniel, whoever's preaching on. Also, remember to stay until the end because you can win some poppin' prizes from your small group leader. And now we are going to head over to Caleb and Annika, and they are going to give you some Skip the Dishes prizes if you win.
What's up, Horizon Youth? It's your girl Grace bringing the announcements for you. And first thing you need to know is that Student Takeover is happening May 13. We had a student takeover and it was amazing, and so we're doing it again, and we're asking for you guys to be thinking about your friends that you can invite to our Wednesday services on YouTube. Don't forget, May 13, Student Takeover. Mark your calendars. Peace.
Hey, hey, hey!
Hey YouTubers,
It's Annika.
and it's Caleb, and we're back for week 8.
Week 8. Form 4. We're so excited that you guys came to join us. If you this is your first time.
Yeah, we got some giveaways, we got some trivia, we're gonna have the word given, and then
we're going to jump into Zoom groups. So if you need the link to your Zoom group, you can comment in the commenter.
in the chat,
And
in the chat,
at Horizon Youth will send you a link.
and we can get you into a Zoom call.
Yep. But first,
We got our trivia coming up.
Yep.
Right now.
small fine print on the white table, like always. You have to be in your Zoom group at the end of service, and you have to
And you can't
only
win
win
twice.
one a week. You
A
can't
week.
win.
So you can win every week if you come every week.
Yes,
I think Stacia's
but if we
won
do something in the
so
middle of
many.
a week, you can only win once a week.
Yeah.
So, this week, if you didn't get it, there was a little hint on the
bottom of the
Instagram.
comments.
What was it?
It was, I don't remember what it said, but it was about music.
Yes.
This week we got music, we got anything from 2000 to 20?
Yeah.
2020?
I guess it does bridge all of those. Like each one of those is in each
Yeah,
of
we
those
kind of
decades.
did a little bit of all of it, yeah.
So,
We got a practice question, throwing it back to the 2010s.
yep. What was the top song of the decade?
Like,
the
no-
2010s decade. 2010,
It was
11,
number
12,
one on like
13, 14, 15.
iTunes, like from 2010 to 2019, the number one song.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
Comment down. This is a practice round, so you'll get a gold star.
Yep. There's no money
There's
involved
no
in this
money
one.
for this one, but
Elena, this is not your time. Leaders, no commenting.
leaders, this is not for you. You got some guesses out
Rolling
here.
in the Deep, that was a big one. So was Despacito.
2010 to 2019.
Yep, that was the decade of the 2010s.
I think Rolling in the Deep was before that. Wasn't that like,
No, I think it was in 2010. I think that album was 2010.
I think that was older. Someone have it?
Gold stars, gold stars. The gold stars don't even count. We can't even win.
Hannah's got it. Uptown Funk.
I'm not gonna sing the rest of the song. I don't really know it very well. Colt 45. Daniel, what decade are you even in?
So Daniel didn't have it, but Hannah won
Yep.
the practice one.
More gold stars for her crown.
She's got a lot of gold stars, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a reminder, Elena,
Placido.
don't answer, please. This is just for the students.
Yeah, it's not about you.
All right,
There should be
we may
punishments.
have to come up with punishments for
I
those
like that.
leaders
I like that.
who answer.
But just so you guys know, we did try to ask you guys if you wanted anything else for gift cards, but all you wanted was food. So we're
Skip the
sticking with our
dishes,
skip the dishes.
skip the dishes.
Yep.
So now here we go. This is the money round. This is
It's
the first
money.
one.
You want to do it?
I want to
Alright,
do
the
that.
last
I want to do the last
Okay.
one.
Oh, okay. So which what should I say? Early 2000s
Yeah.
couple was famous for wearing an all denim fit.
Outfit.
Fit.
Fit? They went out in it, so their outfit. Their fit. All right. Which couple were famous?
I'm so thankful you are restraining yourself, Elena. You know, but you're not saying Stacia. Who's Justin though? There's lots of Justins. I know Justin Martin, and it was not Justin Martin.
It was not.
Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. But Stacia was first.
She had it first.
That's a skip the dishes for you if you show up in your Zoom group.
I always want to like try and pull off the all denim look, but I feel like I'm not Justin
I
Timberlake.
feel like I've seen you do it though.
Oh, I said I try to pull it off,
Oh,
but
okay.
it never works.
Oh, okay.
I've definitely tried it. Okay, this is the third money question.
Money.
So, We're going to YouTube.
Yeah.
What is the all-time?
I don't know what thing's going on here because it's all laggy.
Are we good?
Oh my gosh. Intra. Despacito? Is that on
That's
everyone
it.
else's? Mine says Despacito first. It's Despacito. How many views is it, Caleb?
6.75 billion views.
That
Who's
like,
out here
is crazy to
watching
me.
that? Because you can't even like close your app and listen to it. So you're sitting there watching. It's
Well,
not
like,
even a good video.
How many people are there on Earth?
7 billion.
Wow, that's like almost everybody on Earth, even little babies and grandparents.
And old grandparents rocking
watching
up.
Despacito?
No.
Mm.
All right,
Anyways,
we got another announcement.
yeah, look to the screen.
Second announcement is Slow Down Saturday, and basically what this is we take time off social media and spend more time with God and more time with family. And so on Friday, watch out for a post that's going to go up on our Instagram page, and it's going to give you different suggestions of different things you might want to do on this particular day. It has become one of my favorite, and if you guys haven't been doing it, I encourage you to take some time and slow down on Saturday. Peace.
Hey guys, we got the challenge coming up. As you know, if you've been watching, and if you don't, I'm gonna explain it. So every week we put two leaders up against each other. They're all trying to win the golden eagle that no one actually wants to win, but you do want to win because you're the challenge winner. So this week we got minute to win it type challenges. The first one, they have these bottles. So what's going to happen, they're going to flip it over, and they're going to see who can get all of them down to the bottom first. As soon as they're done that, they're going to go over to the Kleenex boxes, and they're going to pull them all out one at a time with their non-dominant hand. But If you guys pull out more than one at a time, you're getting a 5-second penalty. All right? We got the music ready to go.
We can talk.
All right, you can talk. Yeah. Like, you can totally talk now. You guys are on the challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready to go?
Oh yeah, we're good.
On your marks, get set, go! Keep going, keep going. One at a time, one at a time. Is Corey gonna be dethroned? Go Josh!
I'm coming back next week, boys.
Wow, look at him.
Oh my! Is you
I don't know, Corey. I don't know, Corey's going like twice as fast.
She's ambidextrous, I swear.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. Who's gonna be here next week?
I got it.
All right.
Oh, the anxiety was.
So we got
building.
Joash is the winner this week. We're gonna put up another comment for who you want next week. We're gonna go to our next announcement.
Oh.
Horizon Youth, it's Brooklyn. I will be doing your Mother's Day announcements for you guys. Yes, this Sunday is Mother's Day. Hopefully you guys have not forgotten. If not, here are some ideas on Mother's Day gifts you can give to your mom. You could do a handwritten card to say how much you love and appreciate her, how grateful you are for her. You could always go in on a gift together with your siblings, your dad, and buy something for her that she's always wanted. You could also bake something for her, cook something for her, or order skip the dishes from her favorite restaurant. You could give her a coupon saying that you will do her least favorite chores for her, or you will spend the day not using your phone but spend it with her and just helping her out. Don't forget to also post something on social media on Mother's Day saying how much you love and appreciate her. Also, on this Sunday, bring your mom to Horizon Church anytime between 1 and 4 to receive a special Mother's Day gift.
Hi everyone, it's Alexandra. So glad I'm able to speak this week. Glad that you're here. So first of all, I was reminded of something as I was looking at the comments today. That's a conversation I was having with a friend about texting faux pas. One of them is when you use too many emojis or say the same thing over and over and over again. You know who you are. Or one thing that I find that really bothers me is when you type out a long, meaningful text and the person just does a thumbs up emoji and that's it. That's kind of, you pour your heart and soul out and that's all they can do is a thumbs up. For me, my favorite emoji is probably the crying, laughing one. I use that one a lot. Comment your guys' favorite emoji. You can see what they are. I'll look at it later. But one thing I can agree on, I think there's some emojis are going to come up on the screen, I hope. If not. But you see these emojis all the time that look like they're shocked. Like the one with no mouth, the one with the open mouth and its eyes are just kind of looking at you. And if I was to say, like, what do these emojis represent? It's shock or surprise. And when you get these, it's often not in a good surprise either. It's in a bad surprise. It's one of those texts where you're like, oh my goodness, that just changed everything. And I think that can happen in life a lot, where we have these moments where just things change like that. You thought things were going to go one way and they're going completely the opposite. Things that just rock our world. I know for me, I had one of these experiences when I was around 13. It was the beginning of summer. We had just finished school. We sat down for a family meeting, and I knew it wasn't going to be good. And I wasn't, because I found out that number one, my dad had been laid off from his job. And number two, because of that, we had to move and leave everything that we had. I couldn't go to high school with the friends like I had expected. It was a moment that just like that, everything had changed. And I bet even as I was saying that, you were reminded of moments in your life where just like, boom, things aren't going to be the same anymore. Where maybe it's your parents were splitting up, or a friend betrayed you and said something about you and you find out through the grapevine, and it's just that shock and surprise moment. And I think what's often the hardest point of these experiences is not even that the thing happened, but that it happened so suddenly. We don't have any time to get used to it or to plan ahead. I'm a big planner, so if I don't get to plan for it, it can be really upsetting, and I know that's probably the same for some of you. And I think sometimes we surprise ourselves by how we respond. It can either be really well, we deal with it better than we expect, or we can be surprised by how much something tears us apart. Hi, Zoe. We can also feel closer to God when stuff rocks us, or we can wonder if God's in it at all, if he's the one doing this to us. Because we're all wired differently, we're all going to experience hurt differently. But that doesn't change the fact that when things hurt, they hurt. And that's when we can wonder if God's there at all and what we're supposed to do next. So to talk about this a little bit more, we're going to go into our story about Joseph that David started Hi, David. Or a story of Joseph that we talked about last week. So as you know from this drawing that Daniel did, he had a lot of family, and it was complicated. And there was a lot of family drama, but to be real, Joseph created a lot of it. So he was the favorite kid by far, his dad's favorite. He had the whole coat. We've all seen the stories. And he really leaned into it. He didn't try and make nice to his brothers. And that happened especially when he shared a dream with his whole family about how they were all going to bow down to him out of respect and honor. I don't know about you, but as oldest child, if my younger sibling came up to me and said, "Okay, family dinner time, I'm going to have a better life than you, I'm going to be more successful than you, you suck, you're going to bow down to me and honor and respect me," I don't think that would go very well. If you're the oldest sibling, maybe you can share your opinion. I don't think that would go well for any of them. And for their brothers, they weren't very fond of that. But what was their response? If you go to Genesis 37:18, we see that they said, they saw him in a distance, him being Joseph, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. So yeah, that's kind of intense. When you have a disagreement with your sibling, you might want to kill them, but you don't often put a whole plot together. They had a plot. They were ready to go. They're like, that's it. Joseph's done. But I think one part we miss in this story is that one brother actually had a conscience, and that was Reuben. So when Reuben heard this, if you go a couple verses down to verse 21, he tried to rescue them from his hands. "Let's not take his life," he said. "Don't shed any blood, okay? Throw him into this cistern," which is like a cave, "here in the wilderness. Don't lay a hand on him." Reuben said this to rescue him from them and then to take him back from his father. He was going to go and rescue Joseph later. Slightly better. The brothers did listen to Reuben. They just, beat him up, threw him in a well. Not as bad, I guess. But if you've ever watched The Prince of Egypt, which is an amazing movie, you know what comes next. He gets sold into slavery. So, and not only that, lied to his father, he's presumed dead, all of that. So good news, not stuck in the well anymore. Bad news, I've been sold into slavery. Kind of intense. I can't imagine the fear, despair, uncertainty, anger, hurt. Just pick any of those emotions. That's what he felt in those moments. He was been betrayed by his own family, the people that were supposed to be the closest to him. It was very clearly a what to do when you don't know what to do moment. What am I supposed to do? Now, obviously, our stories are different than Joseph. We're not going to be in a well and then sold into slavery like he was, but we're all going to experience pain in our life. Well, painful moments that catch us off guard, that shock us, surprise us. And when we don't expect them, that's often when they're the hardest. But I want to highlight the 5 powerful words that show up next in Joseph's life in Genesis 39. The Lord was with Joseph. 5 words. The Lord was with Joseph. The Lord is with you could even say. Because I want you to know tonight that when there's nothing you can do, God is with you. That's our point. That's the takeaway. When there's nothing you can do, God is with you. If you're listening and you're like, well, Alex, I've never really had any of these big moments, the likelihood is that sometime in your life you're going to be surprised by something and you're going to feel the hurt. Or maybe you're like, Alex, I've felt that. I don't want to feel it again. It's awful. And the reality is that God is still with you in every season. One of my favorite chapters about this is Ecclesiastes 3, when it talks about all the different seasons of life, the good, the bad, the in-between. And the most important thing is just to remember that even though God might not change our circumstance or the season of life that we're in, he may just change you. He makes it, in the end of that chapters in Ecclesiastes, it says he makes all things beautiful in his time. He's always working. He's always doing something. So for you guys today, there's 2 things that I think you can do to help in the meantime when you're in this place. Number 1 is to be real. This is something that I've been even talking to my small group about, is that you have to actually feel your feelings. You can't ignore them. Now for some of us, we might be in our feelings too long and we need to get out of that. But you have to actually acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge it to move on. And then number 2, once you've felt those feelings, you acknowledge the hurt, is number 2 is to remind yourself that God's with you. Because, spoiler alert, Joseph did end up all right in the end, like we're going to find out in the next couple of weeks. But when life is the toughest, that's when the reminder is the most important. To remind yourself that God's with you, that your story isn't over yet, even though it might feel like it. Sorry. So maybe this means you have to force yourself to remind yourself that God is with you. Maybe that means you have to force yourself to just put on some worship music, to open your Bible, to call that small group leader. Because his presence is always present for us, but we have to remind ourselves to go after that. So number 1, we need to be real with ourselves. Number 2, we need to remind yourself that God is with you. Life is full of moments. Like I literally did this today as I was preparing some kind of bad news that I wasn't expecting. I went through these steps for myself and just took a moment to feel what I was feeling and then pray. So our life is going to be full of moments when we don't have a plan, when we don't know what to do. But the most important thing we can do is to remember that God is with you. God is with you. So let's take a moment. Let's pray. If you would just close your eyes and bow your heads with me right now. Dear Jesus, thank you for all of the students that are here right now. I pray that you know their circumstances. You know all of our circumstances in this quarantine life. God, I pray that you would continue to show us and remind us that you are with us in the season, no matter what it looks like. I just pray a blessing for all the small groups that are going to happen, and that you just be in our conversation. In your name, amen. Real quick, we have the contest. If you're still here, this is the time. I need you to comment the emoji that I was talking about, the crying, laughing guy. So quickly, find him right now, and then we will choose a winner. We're going to have Daniel come up, and he's going to do the contest. So see you guys later.
Hey, what's up, fam? So we've been doing drop-ins, but we're changing that a little bit. We mentioned all small group leaders are going to work to be dropping in at your house. So it's not that we're stopping drop-ins. We just want to be able to do more because we miss seeing you guys. So you can be expecting that coming. But we do want to do one more last giveaway. So right now, we need you to comment any emoji. From when I say, I'll put it in the chat, from now. Okay, so we got anything underneath when I just put in the chat from now. Comment an emoji if you're still here. That's going to put you in the draw to win another $10 gift card. So anyone in there, we're going to pick someone random. Alexander's going to look through and pick someone who hasn't won anything yet. So if you're like, man, I never win, this is your chance. And just a reminder, Mother's Day. If you're one of those people that are like, man, there's so much going on, I can't really go buy anything. Don't I get a COVID pass on Mother's Day? Let me just save you some pain. Don't be that person. Moms and dads, but most time, a lot of families, specifically moms, have been doing so much more with you guys being home, cleaning up after you work in, teaching homes, and all of that stuff. So again, if you don't have any money, there's lots that you can do for free. I would suggest whatever chore that she always has to nag your family to do it without asking. Give her a coupon saying, I'll do the dishes, I'll unload the dishwasher every day this week, or 2 times this week, or whatever it is, without you having to ask. Or the one that I know most moms would really love, give them a device-free family night, where she gets to pick the night ahead of time. All the siblings and dad and everyone puts their phones away, and you guys just have a family night doing what your mom wants. Maybe it's a walk, maybe it's a board game, maybe it's watching a movie, something like that. Love your moms. And again, to remind you, if you don't know what else to do, from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, Horizon Church, come into the parking lot. We got a little gift and a gift card for your mom. We'd love to just say we love you and honor all the moms. But Alexandra, she's going through picking.
Can they post multiple?
Huh?
Can they post multiple?
Yeah, multiple. It just gets your name in the draw. So we're looking at it now for there. Make a card too if you write it. See, Kelsey says make a card. If I made a card, my mom would not be blessed by that, Kelsey. It would look like I accidentally sat on a piece of paper with a pen with the cap off and just kind of scribbled on it. So not all of us have the ability to make nice cards. If you got some ideas, you can put it on there. All right. Our winner today is Hannah Hunt. Hannah Hunt, if you are still on and watching, just type in there, I'm here, Hannah Hunt. Oh yeah, in your Zoom group, Hannah Hunt. Jump on there, let Elena know that you're here, get us your email, and we'll send you the skip the dishes. If it needs to be your mom's email, that's okay. Other than that, love you guys so much. We actually have, we're looking at the clock, we got like 10 minutes for you to jump on Zoom. If you need to go to the bathroom, grab some snacks, grab a funky hat, whatever you want to do. We'd love to see you on the Zoom groups, and we're just going to roll some of the announcement slides for you guys. Love you so much. And again, don't forget, next week, we got student takeover. It's going to be so fun. We're looking at the armor of God, and a couple students are going to be preaching on that. It's going to be great. Love you guys so much. Peace.